Similar to Tiana and Naveen, you could ride riverboats around the city or to do swamp tours. And guess what?
What?
They even have live performances on board. There's jazz events and music concerts.
Well, it's no wonder Lewis found the band so easily.
Hi, welcome to the Disney Princess Club. I'm Isabella.
And I'm Malia.
And today we're going to be talking about The Princess and the Frog movie.
The Princess and the Frog is the first time Disney featured a real-life city in one of their princess movies.
The movie is set in New Orleans, Louisiana in the 1920s. It features the Louisiana swamps, the French Quarter, and more. So we wanted to show you the similarities between The Princess and the Frog movie and the city of New Orleans.
And there's a lot of similarities, so let's get to it.
To start, the film's animators really try to get the movie to look like New Orleans from the 1920s. Luckily, one of the film's researchers found footage from 1919 to use as a reference.
The movie starts out with a beautiful shot of Charlotte LaBeouf's home, which was inspired by homes in the Garden District.
Ron Clements, the director of The Princess and the Frog, said, "One of the best things about the movie was being able to actually visit the places we see in it. That includes the French Quarter."
The French Quarter is one of the oldest neighborhoods in New Orleans. It was founded in the 1700s.
Millions of people visit the French Quarter every year. It's a huge tourist attraction. We then see Tiana and her mother ride a streetcar home from the LaBeouf's house.
When the movie's executive producer visited New Orleans, he rode a streetcar. While riding, he made sure to ring the bell.
They recorded the sound of that bell, and you can hear it when it rings for Tiana to get off.
That part is so cool. The New Orleans streetcar began running in 1835.
Even though the streetcars have been remodeled, it still looks and feels like a classic. It's also a form of transportation for about 20,000 people.
Now, let's talk about the streets of New Orleans.
The animators did a really great job replicating the style of the city.
Yes, everything from the big crowds to the performers to the cobblestone streets. They didn't miss anything.
Then there's the bayou.
My favorite part of the movie.
Oh yeah!
The directors and the crew toured the Louisiana swamps to really nail down the look and feel of the bayou, especially since that was a big part of the story. Wow, I think they got it.
Now, on to the riverboats.
Similar to Tiana and Naveen, you could ride riverboats around the city or to do swamp tours. And guess what?
What?
They even have live performances on board. There's jazz events and music concerts.
Well, it's no wonder Lewis found the band so easily. It makes sense though, because New Orleans is known as the birthplace of jazz. That's why it was important that they got the music right in the movie.
The film crew attended the New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Festival to really do their research and understand the sound of the city.
And they even made sure the musicians that worked on the songs in the movie were from New Orleans. Then there's Dr. Facilier.
Gentlemen, enchanté. A tip of the hat from Dr. Facilier.
And his friends from the other side.
In order to replicate the style of the cemeteries in New Orleans, the crew had to go on several cemetery tours.
That's really cool. And a little scary. Oh, and another thing. The movie featured a real New Orleans newspaper. If you look closely, Big Daddy LaBeouf is reading the Times-Picayune. That newspaper was founded in 1837.
Then you have the Mardi Gras wedding scene with Charlotte and Prince Naveen. That was inspired by the crew of Bacchus Parade.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here tonight in this fine celebration to join together this prince and this young woman.
That scene was awesome.
Wasn't it? And it looked like so much fun.
Then there's the wedding scene. Tiana and Prince Naveen got married in a church inspired by the St. Louis Cathedral, which was built in 1794.
But the bells you hear this time aren't from the actual cathedral.
Got it.
I think that's it, Isabella. We covered all of the side-by-side shots.
We had some honorable mentions.
Are we missing anything?
I don't think so.
The food! We almost forgot an important part of the movie.
Okay, let's talk about food. First up, beignets.
That pastry is a staple in the movie.
And in New Orleans, which is why the filmmakers really highlighted it. Tiana made 500 beignets for Charlotte's masquerade ball.
That's a lot of beignets, but they did look yummy.
I'm sure they were. People couldn't get enough of it at that party.
Fine smelling beignets.
Gonna be the house specialty once I sign those papers y'all brought.
Yes.
And then there's the gumbo, which originated in southern Louisiana back in the 1700s. It's also the state's official cuisine.
A majority of the restaurants in New Orleans offer gumbo on their menu. That's why Tiana was trying to perfect it at such a young age.
So by the time she got to the bayou, she was a pro. It's so cool that the filmmakers were able to make a fairy tale out of a real-life city.
Yeah, I hope one day I can visit New Orleans and check out all these places.
That would be awesome.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for joining us. We had a blast. I'm Isabella.
And I'm Malia. Until next time, bippity boppity bop.